I wondered why my phone's screen went dark when we were
Probably
doing
should have
things.
said something.
I
So
just noticed it not that long ago.
fun story. YouTube didn't go live when YouTube was supposed to go live. The good news is, we got as far as the tutorial fight, so nothing important has happened. Nothing of value was lost.
Yeah, I've just been reading things trying to make sense of the random nonsense in front of me.
So yeah. Chains.
Okay. So, green chains are critical rate up on the next turn. Red chains are attack up on the same turn. And blue chains will be MP gauge required for Noble Phantasm. Okay. First card you select will impact the second and third cards. Try issuing instructions yourself. Okay.
Now, Willow has been conscripted into starting the game, yes. She's here against her will.
As I said earlier in chat, I've been abducted. Help. So I know I've read what all of the screens have said, but absolutely nothing has processed in my brain. I'm retaining none of the information I'm reading.
Cool. So, what do you want to do for cards?
Also, why has Willow been abducted? Willow has been abducted because we forgot last week while streaming that today was a holiday.
It's a holiday, yeah.
And
we didn't want to do important shit in case people had plans and, weren't going to be able to
be present.
Yeah.
For, like, genuinely part of what we really love about live streaming with this audience is that, we have consistent people who show up all the time, and we were worried that with a holiday we might not get everybody. So rather than progress the story in a game that our usual attendees are all super invested in, we thought it'd be better, given the holiday, to do something else. And in the probably hour and a half long discussion we had earlier today about what we were actually going to try and do, this was the thing we thought would be of interest to the most people, that was also relatively easy to set up.
Anyway, your card order.
Yeah, I was hoping if I delayed long enough you wouldn't make me answer that question.
It's okay, Zed knows what Zed's doing.
Oh, I'm on top messages again. I see nothing from Zed indicating Zed knows what Zed's doing.
No, Zed hasn't told you to do anything.
Now Zed's told me to do a thing. So, Zed's saying I should pick the 3 female cards.
Uh-huh.
Doesn't help on a... Oh, thanks, Zed and blue, green, green.
Is that what you're gonna go with?
Yep.
Certainly a viable option.
Because my brain is processing none of the tutorial stuff I've read at all.
Man, Artoria's heavy attack, her extra attack got a lot more impressive since I last paid attention to it.
Okay. Green. Quick's first card bonus will increase critical rate the next turn. Red's first card bonus will increase overall damage the same turn. And blue's first card bonus will... How does anyone remember any of this?
You just sort of work it out after a while. Red makes your damage number big. Green makes you have more crit stars for next turn, and blue gives you more NP.
I mean, I kind of figured that red
Stamina, health, smacking the enemy's health, and mana.
I'd figured that red was damage. I'd already kind of figured red was damage base because it is in a lot of games. But just Like, this seems like a lot to remember for a phone game.
Oh, you think that's bad? Wait until you get to the type advantage chart.
Great. Okay. A noble phantasm card will appear when the servant's NP gauge is filled to 100%. Please tap Excalibur. Okay.
I mean, okay, but she wasn't at 100% 5 seconds ago, game. So, what do you want your card order to be here?
Well, it's saying to tap Excalibur, so I assume it wants us to do that first.
それがあなたの決断であれば
Okay, you still have to select more cards.
Yeah, I know, thank you. So,
I like that they won't let you...
I'm
there's
thinking red
really-
and then green.
There's really an optimal solution here, and they won't let you pick it, which is hilarious. Like, no, you're going to be suboptimal, kid.
任せな。
この明かりは星の希望地を照らす命の証見るがいい X カリバー負傷者の手当てを戦いはまだ続きます
Thank you, Ayako Kawasumi. Very helpful.
No, she was, it says no, she was at 100%, hence the blue, green, green. Okay. What is that thing?
That's foe. Isn't he adorable? Look at how cute he is.
I like his ears. The rest of him confuses me.
Spelt foe, yes. Exactly. It's foe, spelled foe.
Okay.
It says its own name, like a Pokemon. And then it adds Q, because why not? QQ. It's just a Pokemon. It just shouts its own name at you. Eventually they start translating it for you. So you know what the hell it's saying, but not now.
I like feels like something just licked my cheek. Which is fitting given your cat keeps periodically trying to eat my hair right now.
As you do.
Night or morning or night, please wake up. And you are?
Let's see.
Who are you?
I got it.
It's a hard question to answer suddenly. Maybe I'm not important enough for you to know my name.
He's a mascot of the game and hates wizards. Oh, one wizard in particular.
Then I take offense at that. The fuzzy creature can't be my friend because it doesn't like magic users.
No, you haven't met the wizard that he hates yet. Trust me, it's justified. The dude's kind of a jackass. Oh, no! Poor eggplant. Why must you be sad? Don't be sad just because Willow's an idiot and doesn't know who you are yet.
No, I do have a name. I have a proper name.
Yes, you do.
But I never really had the chance to use it. I'm afraid I don't leave a good impression. Okay, what did those two things have anything to do? Like, sure. You don't have a chance to use your own name. Most people don't say their own name as often as they say other people's names. But you not leaving a good first impression has nothing to do with telling people what your name is.
The eggplant over here doesn't have much self-confidence.
Why do you keep calling her an eggplant?
Because she is. She's the best eggplant. It's true.
Anyway, can I ask you a question, Senpai? You were asleep, but I don't see why you'd sleep in the hall. Can you not sleep unless you're on a hard bed?
Yeah, you're just, like, passed out on the floor in the hallway.
I mean, I see kids do that at the school all the time, so...
Spoilers, this girl is very much important enough for you to know her name. True story.
I just like the was I sleeping here question. Yes, like a log. It was such a deep sleep it was almost textbook. Creature noises I'm not gonna make.
Yes. Fo, Q cow. You know, as you do. Fo Q cow.
I completely forgot. I still haven't introduced you yet, have I, Foe? This squirrel-like creature is Foe. He's a privileged life form allowed to freely walk around Chaldea. Foe led me here, and that's how I ran into you.
Fo. Q Fo.
He ran off somewhere again. He does that sometimes. Just walks around.
He's a privileged life form.
That was such a weird statement to read. What a mysterious creature.
Incorrect. Privileged life form.
Yes, normally he doesn't go near anyone aside from me. But he seems to like you. Congratulations. Now you shall be the second caretaker of Foe in Chaldea.
Ah, there you are, Mashu. That won't do, you know, wandering around without permission. I'm the embodiment of St. Patrick's Day.
I was about to say, that's the wrong March holiday.
Oh, someone's already with you. You're, Oh, I see, yes, the rookie who just got assigned here. I'm Lev Liner, one of the technicians employed here. You can tell from my traditional technician hat.
And my traditional finicky job blazer.
And your name is? Please enter your name. Maximum of 12 alphanumeric characters.
I mean, obviously, if I'm being made to play, the name is Willow.
Okay, so do you want to be the better one, or him, or Jobber McGee?
You know I play a female anytime games give me the option.
Ah, so you want to be Jobber McGee then, the female?
No.
We'll go back to proper Gudiko then. Anyways, name.
Willow, clearly.
Okay. That's too long, I'm afraid.
I knew you were gonna do that.
Like,
Stop it.
is are you gonna be okay with just Willow?
Fine.
Okay.
I knew you were gonna do that too.
You didn't stop it though.
No, I didn't.
So what do you want the name to be?
Fine.
It's okay. That seems like a weird name, but
This is the stream. It's just Inu tortures Willow for 3 hours. It's okay. I'll get back at you one of these days.
I doubt it. Alright. Anyway, moving on. Confirm? Is this all good? Begin with these settings? You can change your name after the game starts.
Because that's how names work.
You can also change your gender after the game starts.
Wow. Okay, yeah, continue.
Gender is more of a suggestion than a rule in this game. Well, the better one in the canon one. Yeah, true story. Willow. So you're the last of the 48 candidates.
So I didn't read candidates. I read you're the last of the 48 characters.
Yep.
I'm like, but you said I could only use 12.
Well,
What do you mean?
welcome to Chaldea. I'm glad you're here. I heard you were selected out of many public applicants. How long was your training? A year? 6 months? 3 months?
Nope, not training. I'm just here.
It is entirely for roleplay purposes. True story. Oh, so you're a complete amateur. Well, happy St. Patrick's Day.
I just realized that his hair is almost the same color fuzz from the angle I'm sitting at as the lining on his jacket. So I've literally been thinking he just has ridiculously long connecting hair.
But you think
For the
there?
last little bit.
I'm sorry. You think there's a split there?
There is. I can see it once I turned my head a little bit, but initially I just thought his hair was a giant ring connecting in the middle.
Listen, if that's true, you've realized something that I haven't in 7 years. Because I always thought that he just had really long hair.
He does, but at the angle that I was at, the black fluffy collar on his jacket and his hair looked like it was all one thing.
Well, the fluffy collar on his... The black goes, like, around here. His hair is the brown that comes down to, like, his nipples.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But the point I was making was at the angle I was at, the brown looked the same shade as the black.
Oh,
so I didn't
gotcha.
actually see they were two separate things.
I
till
thought you were
looked at
saying,
my
like,
phone.
he only had hair coming down to, like, his middle of his neck, and then he had, like, brown tassels or whatever.
No, from where I was sitting, like, even at my current angle, the only reason I can tell they're two different colors is when I look at my phone. So I just thought he had a weird connected U-shaped haircut for some reason.
He is the embodiment of St. Patrick's Day. Anyway, right, come to think of it, we did call for applicants just to fill numbers. So, you're one of them. Do forgive me, I was inconsiderate. But please don't be discouraged because you're a public applicant. We need all of you for this mission, especially the most insignificant ones. Anyway, moving on. 38 elite mages plus 10 talented public applicants, plus you. Somehow we were able to gather all possible candidates. That's something to rejoice over. This year, 2017, the year of our Lord, all brought to Chaldea. Originally 2015. What the fuck? I did not advance the page there. All possible candidates of Spiritron dives were brought to Chaldea. There we go. If there's something you don't understand, feel free to ask Mashu or myself anytime. Also, I don't know why they have Romanized Mashu's name as Mash. It is very clearly pronounced Mashu. And in most official media, there is a U there. They just, for some reason, it's just Mash here. But it is Mashu. Come to think of it, what were you talking about with her, Mashu? That's not like you. Did you know each other before?
No, I'd never met Senpai before. They were just sleeping here, so I just...
Sleeping? She was asleep. Here. In the hallway. Ah, you went through the simulation when you entered, right? Spiritron drives can get to you if you're not used to them. After the simulation, the gate must have opened and you walked over here before you returned to consciousness. It's a type of sleepwalking. When you fell, that was when Mashu spoke to you. You seem to be fine, but I'd like to take you to the infirmary, just in case. Sorry, hang in there a little longer, champ. The director's orientation's about to start. You should hurry over.
Orientation? Yes, to greet the master candidates assigned here today, like you.
Originally, the implication was that her name was Matthew, but they changed that when people got mad at the name choice. No, they just didn't know how to Romanize the name that they'd chosen, which was very clearly still Mashu. They just Romanized it as Matthew because they're dumb. In other words, it's for the big boss to welcome the careless newbies. Since the director is not the type to forgive and forget, if you show up late, you'll be on her radar for the entire year. The orientation begins in 5 minutes in the central command room. Go straight down this hall. Hurry.
Dr. Lev, do you think I'll be allowed to sit in on the orientation too?
Well, if you stand way back in a corner, I think she'll look the other way, but why?
I thought I should take Senpai to the commander room. It's possible that Senpai might fall asleep on the way again.
Sleep. I do like Mashu as her canonical name. It makes Mashu a cute nickname. If I leave you alone like this, the director might yell at me. Oh, I should tag along as well, eh? Well, if that's what you want to do, Mashu, go ahead. You're okay with that, new girl? You have no other questions? Let's head to the command room. Is there anything else you want to know?
Why is she calling me Senpai?
Oh, don't worry about that. To her, every human your age is her senpai. But it's unusual to hear her actually call someone that. This might be the first time. Actually, I'm intrigued. Say, Mashu, why do you call her senpai?
Good reason. Willow's the most human-like person I've ever met.
Which means what precisely?
I don't feel threatened, so there's no reason for me to be hostile.
I see. That is important. People at Caldea are all a piece of work. I agree with you, Mashu. I think you two will get along just fine.
If you like Senpai, Dr. Lev, the director will probably hate Senpai. Well, why don't we hide in the restroom to boycott the orientation then?
That will only make the director more upset. We're going to have to leave it to fate. / Grand Order. Shall we jump into the lion's den? Hey, once you get used to her, she can be a pretty sweet person.
This is the central command room. Your number, Senpai. Single digit. You're in the front row.
Teacher's pet.
Take an empty seat in the front row. Senpai, you're looking a bit pale. Sorry, I was reading chat. Sorry, starting to space out again. An after effect of the simulator. I wish I could take you to the infirmary.
No more small talk. See, the orientation's already begun.
Well, that wasn't on time, but looks like we're all here now. Welcome to Special Organization Caldea. I'm the director, Olga Marie... Nope.
Animosphere.
Long words are not my thing today. You've been selected or discovered from each nation for your rare... Bonk. Are you alright, Senpai? Oh. Yeah, seems like you were in REM sleep. Anyway, the director's slap seemed to wake you up completely, thank goodness.
And also knock you into the hallway.
You've been left out of the first mission, Senpai. I was taking you back to your room. Oh.
Oh.
There's a squirrel on your face! And no, this is normal. No problem at all. Bo likes to attack my face, slide around my back, and settle on my shoulders. So he's a cat.
Dog, rabbit, creature. With, like, a lion's mane, yes.
So you're used to that, huh? Yes, it's been a year since Foe came to live here.
Foe! Foe! Foe!
Apparently Foe's embraced you as one of his own, senpai. But can a squirrel who sees humans as rivals exist in this world? What part of that is a squirrel? Don't look at me, I've got no idea. Well, knowing Foe as I do, I'm sure he'll forget it by tomorrow. Actually, we've reached our destination. This is your room, senpai. I see. Thanks for coming all this way. It's fine. If you ask me, senpai, I wouldn't mind even if it's treating you to lunch.
No, believe me, Willow, mage names are a bunch of nonsense. You'll eventually see. Yeah, just wait for Wodaime Kirshdaria. You!
Foe says he'll look after you, senpai. That sets my mind at ease. Now then, I'm off. If we're lucky, I think we'll meet again.
Okay, I'm in here. Wait, what? Who are you? This is an empty room. It's where I slack off. Who gave you permission to come in here?
I was told that this was my room.
Your room. This plate. Oh, I see. So the last one finally showed up, huh? Well, nice to meet you. Didn't think I'd run into you like this, but let me introduce myself again. I'm the head of the medical department, Romani Arkaman. For some reason, people just call me Dr. Roman. I don't know why, but it's easier to pronounce, so go ahead and just call me Roman. Fact is, Roman has a nice ring to it, no? It sounds cool and vaguely sweet.
I'm trying to figure out what they mean by fluffy type.
Well, you're the one saying it, so, you know.
I'm gonna go with nice to meet you, Doctor, because fluffy doesn't sound like a compliment to me.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. I'm looking forward to getting to know you.
Like, if I just met someone and the first adjective they used to describe me was fluffy, I think I'd be offended.
I was thinking Gordolf Music, aka the Dolph, to give to many people in the fan base. I mean, Gordy is, you know. Uh-huh. On your shoulder. Is that the mysterious creature I've heard so much about? Whoa, nice to meet you. Mashu told me a lot about him, but I didn't really think he existed. Hey, why don't I teach him some tricks? Okay, shake hand. If you do it well, I'll give you a snack. Oh. Huh? What? He gave me a really pitying look and then completely ignored me. Oh, man. Anyway, I think I get what's going on. Can't believe a squirrel ignored me. I went to medical school for this? God damn it.
I'm sorry, what part of medical school gives you the right to harass or pester squirrels? The only right you need for that is going to Colonial Williamsburg, and then the rule is if you catch one wearing a three-cornered hat, you get to keep it.
So you're the rookie who just got here and then got on the director's bad side? Then you and I are alike. Just so you know, I get yelled at by her too. You know the ray shift experiment's about to start, right? The entire staff's been sent to help out. Except me. I was just sleeping in this empty room. But since my job's to look after everyone's health, I had nothing to do. The machines are more accurate at reading the vitals than the mages who are in the coffins. The director said, "When you're here, Romani, everyone slacks off," and then she threw me out, so I've been sulking here.
Wait. He was trying to read vitals of beings in coffins? Presumably there's no vitals there.
No, they're fine. Don't worry about it. But that's when you showed up. This is what they call a blessing in disguise, right? Since we both have nowhere to go, why don't we spend some time and deepen our friendship? Together, alone, in this room.
That's your bedroom that I've been in for a while. I mean, this is my room.
Yeah, so that means I'm visiting a friend's room. Woohoo! I made a friend! Go me! Points for Romani, hell yeah. Whee! I made a friend. What the? So, that's the structure of Chaldea. An underground workshop built on a snowy mountain 6,000 meters above sea level. Romani, we're going to start the race shift soon. Could you come in case there's an emergency? The A team's in perfect condition, but B team on down is less experienced, and they're displaying some slight abnormalities. It probably comes from anxiety. The inside of that coffin is like a cockpit. Hey, Lev, I feel bad for them. Why don't I give them some anesthesia? Yeah, hurry up, will you? If you're in the infirmary, then you can get here in 2 minutes.
But you're just hiding and slacking.
Whoa. Please don't mention that. It's gonna take 5 minutes from here no matter what. Well, I think they'll forgive me for being a little late. Team A has no issues anyway. Oh, that guy's named Lev Liner. He's the mage who created the near-future observation lens, Sheba, a telescope used to observe that pseudo-planet Caldeus. Sheba not only observes Caldeus, but also serves as a surveillance system for most of the facility. Now, Caldeus and Chaldea are different things, just to be clear.
I figured that out, but that's not gonna get confusing at all.
Also, it was the previous director who built the summoning stroke unsummoning system, which is the foundation of the ray shift tech. To actualize that theory, the pseudo-spiritron calculation engine, basically a supercomputer, was provided by the Atlas Academy. All these different talents have been gathered to carry out this mission. It's pointless for an ordinary doctor like me to be there, but if I'm summoned, I gotta go. Thanks for chatting with me. When you get settled in, come by the infirmary. Next time, I'll treat you to some yummy cake. Come to the infirmary. I've got candies. What's this? The lights are out. Did something? Willow, what did you do? Emergency!
Nothing.
Emergency! A fire has broken out in the central power station in the central command room. Central area's containment wall will activate in 90 seconds. All staff must evacuate from Gate 2 at once. Containment wall will close in 40 seconds. Those remain in central area. Evacuate immediately. Those remain in central area. Evacuate immediately. Been 7 years, guys! The coffin is the name of the device people use to ray shift, workshop being the name for a mage's area of work. Don't worry, no one ever refers to the planet thing by name again after this point, so it won't be confusing at all. Yeah, Caldeus is mentioned, like, very infrequently. We mostly just talk about Chaldea. Was that an explosion just now? What on earth is happening? Monitor, show us the command room. Is everybody alright? Well, that looks fine. Probably.
What about Mushu?
What is this? Willow, you need to evacuate right now. I'm going to the command room. The containment wall is about to close. Get yourself out before it's too late.
I can't just run away right now.
Oh. Wait, what are you doing? Wrong way. Gate 2's over there. Oh, don't tell me you're coming with me. Sure, more helping hands the better, but... Oh man, there's no time to argue. Make sure you get back before it's too late. Okay, so everything's on fire. Cool, that wasn't a glitch on the monitor. Also, no survivors. Awesome. Only Caldeus is safe. You know, the pseudo-planet. Not to be confused with Chaldea. No, this was where the explosion originated. This was no accident, it was sabotage. Generator operations stopped. Power level critical. Switch to the backup generator error. Please make switch manually. Containment wall will close in 40 seconds. Those remain in central area. Evacuate immediately.
They do know the word who exists, right?
I'm heading down to the underground power station. We can't let Chaldea's light go out. Hurry up and go back the way we came. You can still make it. Listen, don't stop anywhere on the way. Go outside and wait for help. System switching to the final phase of Rayshift. Coordinates 80-2004, January 30th. Fuyuki, Japan. Laplace's shifting protection established. Singularity's additional factor slot secured. Unsummon program set. Begins. Please start final adjustments.
Something's clearly wrong.
I gotta get the fuck out of here. Oh no, bleeding Mashu!
Oh. Those wounds. That's right. Thank you for your understanding. Please, Willow, you need to get out of here.
Oh no, Chaldeus, it's burning. Oh no, Chaldeus, it's turned into Mars. Warning all observation staff. Chaldeus' state has changed. Now rewriting Sheba's near-future prediction data. Unable to detect the existence of mankind 100 years in the near future on Earth. Unable to confirm human survivors. Unable to guarantee mankind's future.
Okay, yes. Let's turn bright red. No, never mind that.
Central area sealed. 180 seconds till internal containment procedure.
Shut off area. Yeah, we'll figure it out. It's probably fine.
Coffin vitals. Master's baseline not reached. Rayshift requirement not met. Searching for qualifying master. Found. Candidate number 48. Willow reset as master. Unsummon program start. Spiritron conversion. Start.
Senpai? Do you mind holding my hand?
Rayshift starting in 3, 2, 1. All procedures clear. First order, commencing operation. Singularity F. Humanity Foundation value C. AD 2004. Flame-contained city Fuyuki. You know, as you do. AKA Bones. Yep. True story.
Please tap the location displayed with next to proceed with the story.
Okay. Tap it.
Please tap to start a quest.
Okay. Tap it. Section 1. Burning City. Well, at least you're not in a burning command room anymore. Kill. Kill. Foul. Foul. Foul.
That sound. Senpai? Please wake up. Wake up. Maybe I should use the official title. Master, please wake up. If you don't wake up, I will kill you.
Well, like I said, at least you're not in a flaming command room anymore.
Thank goodness you're awake now, Senpai. I'm so glad you're safe.
See, she's an eggplant.
Did you just say I'll kill you? That came out wrong. What I meant to say was you're going to be killed.
Specifically by me.
I was confused because everything happened so quickly. As much as I want to gather our thoughts, please look around.
Yeah! Oh god.
Linguistic communication, impossible. Identifying life form is hostile. Master, your orders, please. You and I will overcome this together.
Class affinity, assassin. They're effective against riders and weak to casters. True story. So, as far as the affinity system goes in this game, you know the weapon triangle?
Uh-huh.
There's basically 2 of those.
Uh-huh.
戦闘です。マスター、指示を。
Green card trait increases crit rate on next turn. Red card increases attack damage the same turn, and the blue card will fill NPH faster.
Okay, what's your card order?
So, my thinking, because the green doesn't come into play until next turn, is red then green.
That is optimal damage. And also NP gain with this setup, so...
了解です。やー
Oh, hey, you killed that skeleton.
Servants have skills that feature various effects, have the icon to use a skill.
That. So, Obscurant Wall of Chalk applies invincible for 1 turn and increases the NP meter level 1 for 1 ally.
Okay.
Quick, touch Mashu.
Okay.
You know, inappropriately.
Spent skill can be used again after a fixed number of turns. There's no limit on the number of skills that can be used per a turn.
Except we won't let you use this other one, so stop trying. Anyway, touch over here. I.e., do you want slow animations or fast animations?
I
But
mean,
you're-
they were fine the way they were, but they made you touch,
Yeah, you're
right?
locked into fast for the time being.
So, I would think that we're in a case of the order that appears actually being the kind of more ideal one.
For
I would think.
Yeah, for damage, that's true. If you were going for more NP meter, you'd probably go Arts Buster Arts. But I don't think Mashu even has an NP that she can use right now, so...
行きます。やー。倒れて。戦闘終了。なんとかなりましたね。
Yeah, you got some Master experience. It's a Mysticode experience. And 30,000 gemstone thingies. QP. Quantum points.
I was gonna go with quality promotion.
That too. Or quantum pieces? I don't remember what they refer to them as in this game. They change it around sometimes.
Phew. I had my worries, but we made it somehow. Are you hurt, Senpai? Does your stomach hurt, or does it feel heavy? What was that exactly? I don't know. Something that doesn't exist in our era, let alone this one.
I'm pretty sure skeletons exist in every era, Mashu.
But reanimated ones don't. That was the cause of the singularity, or something like it. I guess calling it that isn't too far off. Or maybe it is?
Right. I finally got through. Hello? This is Chaldea Command Room. No longer on fire. Do you read me?
This is Mashu Kirillite, a member of A-Team at this time. I've compiled the shift to Singularity F.
Compiled?
Completed.
I'm a coder. I just compiled the code.
Look, I am tired.
Mashu Kirillite.
My sole companion is Willow. Mind and body both intact.
Oh.
Ray shift compatibility, master compatibility, both satisfactory. Please register Willow as an official researcher.
So, she got dragged into the ray shift, huh? I'm impressed you didn't lose your existence. I'm really glad.
I'm sorry, lose my existence.
Also, Mashu, of course I'm glad you're safe too, but what's up with that outfit? It's shameless. I didn't raise you to dress like that.
I transformed into this. I couldn't protect Senpai wearing Chaldea's uniform.
What do you mean by transformed, Mashu? Did you hit your head, or was it that...
Dr. Roman, please be quiet. Please check my condition. I think you'll understand the situation better.
Your physical condition? Whoa, 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 whoa! Physical strength, magical circuit, everything's improved. You're not so much a human, but...
Yes, I'm a servant. I don't remember how it happened, but it seems I've survived by fusing with a servant. Investigate and resolve Singularity F. A servant was provided in advance by Chaldea. At Chaldea. The servant lost its master in that explosion and was doomed to vanish. But at the last second, he offered me a contract.
Be a short game if you did lose your existence. True story.
In return for the abilities and noble phantasm of the heroic spirit, he wanted me to eliminate the cause of this singularity.
A heroic spirit and a human fused. A demi-servant? It's Chaldea's sixth experiment. I see, so it finally worked, huh? Does this heroic spirit still have his consciousness?
No, he gave me his combat abilities, then vanished.
A damn jerk.
He never revealed his true name, even at the end, so I don't even know whose heroic spirit I am. Nor what kind of noble phantasm I'm holding. At this point, there's too much I don't know.
Hey, look on the bright side. Not every servant who gets summoned is cooperative. Now that you're a servant, this is in our favor. After all, you're completely trustworthy. Willow, it looks like you're the only one who ray-shifted there safely. Also, I'm sorry, forcing you into this without any explanation. I'm sure you're full of questions, but try not to worry.
Instantly worried!
You've already got a powerful weapon. Humanity's most powerful weapon. Mashu.
I don't know about most powerful. I'm the one who gets blamed later.
Now. As long as Willow understands that's what a servant is, it'll be fine. No, but Willow, while servants can be reliable allies, they also have a weakness. They disappear without their magical energy source, their master. I'm still analyzing the data, but it's indicating that Mashu has become your servant. Meaning that you're Mashu's master. She's the first heroic spirit you've entered a contract with.
I'm having trouble keeping up.
Right. Yeah, I don't blame you for being confused. I never explained what masters and servants are to you anyway. Now is a good time. I'll explain it to you in detail. The current mission has 2 new goals.
Doctor, you're breaking up. 10 seconds until the connection's lost.
So Sheba's output is unstable because we switched to the backup generators? Whatever. I'll brief you later. Both of you, I'm getting a strong ley line reading about 2 kilometers from where you are. Try to get there somehow. That way, it'll stabilize our connection. Listen, don't do anything reckless, will ya? I'll try to bring the power back up as soon as...
And he's gone. The connection got cut off. Well, that's the doctor for you. Can't rely on him in situations like this.
Not to be mistaken for a pseudo-servant, which is a fusion of a human and a servant, or a quasi-servant, which is a servant that results when a human and a servant have a baby. Yeah, true story. Yeah.
That's right, you're with us as well, aren't you, Foe? Thank you for cheering us up. Apparently, Foe ray-shifted here with you, Senpai. But I forgot to let the doctor know.
Cow!
He said don't worry about that guy. You're right. I'll find the time to let him know about Foe later. First, let's head to the coordinates he mentioned. Once we get there, we should be able to set up a base camp.
You got St. Quartz times 1, Evil Bone times 1, Pure Prism times 1, Blaze of Wisdom times 2.
I was about to ask you how you knew what those things were called, because I wasn't actually reading anything that was on screen. I was just looking at the pictures, and I was going to go with Rainbow Star, Bone, Ice Cube, and Shiny Card.
Yeah, see, if I just read those off as I know them and as they're colloquially referred to, it would have been Quartz, Bones, well, Pure Prisms we just call that, and 4-star Embers.
Sorry, I was looking at chat. The numbers displayed above locations denote the number of quests left to be cleared.
Touch!
Clear a quest to add to quest progress.
Touch! Section 2, to the Spirit Meridian.
I read to the Spirit Maiden!
That too.
I'm having a strong reading night, guys. Senpai, well, we'll soon reach the point Doctor specified. There are only flames as far as the eye can see. It's nothing like the Fiyuki in our data. According to our data, it's an average regional city. There's no record of such a disaster occurring in 2004. The mana density in the atmosphere is also abnormal. In fact, it's a lot like ancient Earth.
I'm fairly certain that's distressed female screaming in the background.
Yeah! I'm getting a bad feeling about this.
You did a Star Wars, senpai.
It was a woman's scream for sure. Let's hurry over, senpai. Who are these guys anyway? Why do these things keep happening to me? I'm clearly the nicest, most polite person. Why are bad things happening to me? I can't take it anymore. Come save me, Lev. You were always there for me, right? Director Olga Marie? You two. What in the world is going on here?
Well,
Kitty!
we're in 2004, and also it must have just hit 8 o'clock because the data updated. Means we just hit weekly rollover.
It's 8:04.
Yeah.
Oh, stay on me. No. No, leave your dad alone. Stay on me. No, you were supposed to be my friend.
So anyway, we clicky. Hey, you get to read all of that again, Skip.
Why Kitty no want be my friend? Or is it just that Kitty's trying to inconvenience you?
戦闘です。マスター、指示を。
Okay. Cards selected will have bonus effects. The first card you select impacts the second and third card. Close attention to the order of your selections. I mean, the thing is that the only thing they've actually said is that the green cards don't actually affect anything until the next turn.
So what the green cards do is they drop more stars, and if they're the first card in the chain, they make everything else drop more stars, which means you have a higher crit chance on the next turn. The blue cards, if they go first, they make every other card in the chain generate more NP meter. And the red cards make everything else do more damage.
I guess green, blue would be the better. I'm still mad your cat chose you now.
行きます。
Shocker.
倒れて。
Tap an enemy to switch targets.
I'm tapping an enemy.
It wants you to tap the other one. And then tap. The stars that accumulate on the bottom right corner of the screen will increase critical rates. Critical stars will be randomly distributed to combat cards in the next turn. Critical rates will be affected based on the number of stars.
Command cards, but yes. So, do you want the 20% crit card first or the 80% crit card first?
I mean, I'm sure what it wants me to do is put the 80% first. But I don't like doing what games tell me to, so I'm going the opposite way.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, that's actually optimal.
Well, here
Because
was my thinking,
the
too.
cards later in the chain have higher effects. So
Well, the other thing I was
if you
thinking...
crit on a later card, it's more damage than if you crit on an earlier card.
my other thought was that there are 2 enemies on the field, right?
Yep.
And my brain went, if we crit on the 20%, which is still a 1 in 5 odd, we almost certainly kill one thing. And then we have the higher crit chance to kind of guarantee the kill on the second.
Yeah, that's some interesting thinking. That's not really how that works, though. If the same servant is attacking multiple times in a row, they're just going to keep attacking whatever they were attacking, even if its HP's already been reduced to 0.
Hi.
Then why put more than one thing on the battlefield at once?
Hey, you got both crits.
I'm mad. I'm angry at this.
So, what do you want to do? You've got options now. You can press that button, or that button.
It only ever told me what one of those buttons do.
Or you can press this button and any of these 3 buttons.
Nothing's been adequately explained here. Absolutely nothing has been adequately explained. And I feel like I need an emotional support cat, and she chose you, and that's actively making it worse. Let's see. So why don't we use the shield thing? It didn't tell us what it does.
Sure.
Because at this point, I'm just being contrarian.
So that's Transient Wall of Snowflakes, level 1. It increases everybody's defense for 3 turns.
Great! Why not?
Click. Cool. You got more defense for 3 turns.
And you know what, while we're at it, why don't we press the skills button and pick one of those at random?
Okay.
And let's go with the one in the middle.
Awesome. That increases an ally's attack, level 1 for 1 turn.
Great! Sounds awesome.
Which ally?
Well, we only have one.
Okay, so we'll give it to the best eggplant.
And then I guess it's press the attack button time.
Great. Touch.
Green, red, blue?
了解です。行きます。はい。やー！まだ。折れて。戦闘終了。
Battle
なんと
finish.
かなりましたね。
Please tap the screen. Oh, you got 40,000 Kewpie. You know, like the Japanese
I was
mayonnaise.
about to say, it's so nice we have more mayonnaise. The battle is over. Are you hurt, Director? What's going on? Director, about my situation. I know it's hard to believe, but the truth is... Demi-servant, right? It's pretty obvious that you fused with a servant. What I want to know is why it's successful now, all of a sudden. Enough of that, you. The civilian who showed up late to my speech. How did you become a master? Only first-class mages can enter contracts with servants. There's no way you could ever become a master. But what did you do to her to have her do your bidding? Hey, don't look at me. There's a misunderstanding, Director. I'm actually the one who forced the contract. What did you say? I'll explain how it happened. That way we can understand each other's situations better. And that's how it happened. We were dragged into a ray shift and teleported here to Fuyuki. No other Masters candidates shifted with us. You're the only human we've run into, Director. But this gives me hope. If you're here, that means there must be other candidates who got teleported here. There aren't, actually. That much I'm certain of. I hate to admit it, but I know why we were shifted to Fuyuki. So you understand why we survived. All of us here share a common denominator. Neither me, nor you, nor that one were actually inside the coffins. Though ray-shifting flesh and blood isn't likely to succeed, it's not impossible. Meanwhile, the coffins have breakers. When the success rate's below 95%, the power's cut off. So they never actually ray-shifted. We're the only ones here. See, well, that's why you're the director. So you weren't planning to ray-shift, director? Is that a problem? What commander heads to the front lines? Didn't I tell you that you were my tools?
I don't remember that.
Whatever. I understand the situation now. Willow, since it's an emergency, I'll approve you and Kiralight's contract. From here on out, you'll follow my commands. First, let's set up base camp. Listen, this is the time to search for a ley line terminal, a place where magical energy converges. Then, we'll be able to contact Chaldea. So, in this town's case... This is the point, Director. The ley line point is at your feet.
The ley point.
Fine. Whoa. Oh, right. I knew that. I knew that, of course. Mashu, place your shield on the ground. I'm going to set up a summoning circle with your noble phantasm as the catalyst. So she says... You alright with that, Senpai? You know, I don't like the director, so I'm gonna go with I'm not about letting go of the weapon. Understood. Now let us begin. This is the same as the summoning experiment chamber at Chaldea.
CQ! CQ! Hello? Hello? Oh, hey, the connection's back. Good job. You secured the connection. Now we can communicate again and even send rations.
Huh. Why are you running the show, Romani? What about Lev? Where's Lev? Put Lev on.
What? Director, you're alive? And you're unharmed. What the?
What's that supposed to mean? Where is Lev? What's the head medic doing in charge?
Oh, don't ask me why. I'm fully aware that I'm not cut out for this job. But there's nobody else, Olga Marie. Currently, the surviving full-time staff of Chaldea is less than 20 people, including me. The reason I'm in charge of operations is because there's no one ranked higher than me who survived. Dr. Lev was supervising from the command room. There's no way he could have survived that blast.
Way? No, forget that. Wait. Please wait. Less than 20 survivors? What about the master candidates? The coffins?
47, all in critical condition, and we're short on medical supplies. We might be able to save a few, but all of them might be...
Don't be ridiculous. You skipped some
I did
words
nothing.
I needed to see.
You didn't read fast enough.
Cryopreserve them immediately. Think about reviving them later. Your top priority is to make sure they don't die.
I forgot the coffins had those functions. I'll get on it right away.
That surprises me. Cryopreservation without prior consent is a crime. Yet, you made the decision right away. You put human lives ahead of your own reputation as the director. Don't be stupid. As long as they're not dead, I can explain myself later. Why else? In the first place, 47 lives? There's no way I can carry that burden. Please don't die. Begging you. Only Lev were here.
And that concludes my report. Chaldea's lost 80% of its functionality. There's only so much the remaining staff can do. I'm shifting available manpower to ray shift repairs and maintaining Chaldea's and Sheba's current states. As soon as external communications are back up, we'll request supplies and start rebuilding Chaldea.
That's fine. I'd have done the same if I was there. Romani Arkamon. I don't like it, but until I return, you're in charge of Chaldea. Make the ray shift repairs your top priority. We'll be investigating this town, Singularity F.
Director, you're not afraid to be at Ground Zero? Since when did you become so brave?
Seriously? You don't know when to shut up. I'd like nothing better than to go back now. But it's going to take time till you finish the ray shift repairs. This town only contains low-level monsters. If Mashu is a demi-servant, we'll be just fine. Accident or not, we Animospheres pride ourselves on doing our best in the situations we're given. I'll be looking into Singularity F with Willow and Mash Kirillite as investigators. That said, since my field staff is inexperienced, the extent of this mission will be to discover the cause of this anomaly. Analysis and eradication will have to wait until after Chaldea is restored, and I can send in a second team. You're okay with that? Only discover it. Roger that. Best of luck. Oh, sorry.
Best of luck to you, Director. We can now communicate in short bursts. Feel free to contact me in an emergency.
Even if we sent an SOS, nobody would come to our rescue.
Director?
Nothing. I'm cutting off the connection. Go do your job. Director, are you sure about this? There is also the option for waiting here for rescue. I can't afford to do that. After we return to Chaldea, who knows how long it'll take to select the next team. A month won't be enough to gather personnel or funds. You know how much the association will harass me in the meantime. Worst case, they'll blame me for mismanagement, and I'll lose Chaldea to them.
That sounds bad.
If that comes to pass, I'll be toast. I can't go back empty-handed. I need something that will shut them up. Sorry, but you're both stuck with me, Mashu, Willow. Come on, let's explore the town. The cause of this twisted history must be here somewhere.
Somewhere, surely. One quartz, one bone, one pure prism, and 5 4-star embers. Man, we making 4-star embers now.
Now use the main menu. Please tap the menu button.
Touch.
You can visit various screens from the main menu. Please proceed to summon.
Touch.
I assume this is the whaley pet.
Nonsense.
Saint Summon Quartz tutorial. You can summon using Saint Quartz or friend points. You've received 30 Saint Quartz. Try summoning now.
Okay. Clicky clicky.
30 Saint Quartz will be used to summon 11 times. Summon now. Free Saint Quartz will be provided. Blah, 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 blah.
Oh, hey, Willow's about to do the tutorial summon. Yeah, let's go. Let's see what we get. Okay, servant right off the bat. Good. Saber. Caesar? No, Fergus, okay. Servant. Lancer. Proto-Q. Servant. Lancer again. Hector. Hey, Mar. See. Demon War, okay. She does now.
Play is a strong word.
Servant. Lancer.
I'm
Proto-Q again.
I can guarantee you right now my brain is not retaining any of this information.
Knight's Dignity. Servant. Lancer. You're getting a lot of Lancers. Hector again. Double Proto-Q, double Hector. Okay. Servant. Caster. Mephistopheles. It's Mephistopheles. Servant. Archer. Robin Hood. Man in Tights.
Best Robin Hood movie, hands down.
Craft Essence. Sealing Designation Enforcer, okay. Okay, Gold Servant. Gold Servant Archer. Hey, it's Emiya.
I like him, he's handsome.
Tutorial Emion.
Yeah. サーバント・セイバー召喚に応じ参上した我が名はフェルグス・マックロイさて空風林のやつはいるかな
Not the one you're thinking of, but Proto-Q is. Speaking of...
アルスターの空風林ランサーだ一つよろしく頼むぜ
よおじさんはランサー神名をヘクトール聞いたことある
We should emphasize
よろしくな
to Mar and Zed that we're playing this on an emulator.
どうやら
It's
大当た
not
りの
like
ようで
if
すよ
I
マ
do
スタ
decide to
ー
play this game, I'm going to keep any of what we get.
Oh, sure you can. You just generate a
中
transfer
に
code.
越してございます
はいはい呼ばれたからにはそれなりに働きますよと サーバントアーチャー召喚に応じ参上した。
Touch. You've summoned a servant. Now try to set up your party. Touch. Set up servant to craft essences in the party setup screen. Touch. Tap select to add a servant to the party. Tap the servant you summoned earlier.
So I assume we want to bring...
They're literally making you bring the gold servant you summoned. You can now have a servant join your party. Tap OK.
But there's empty spots still.
Yeah, the tutorial doesn't care. The tutorial's like, no, carry on.
Some quests are made up of multiple stages of quest progress.
True story. Oh, do we finally get to do support? We finally get to do support stuff. Yay!
At the select support screen, you can choose a servant to support you in battle. Receiving support allows you to earn friend points.
Alright. Please select a servant to join you in battle. Would you like Ishtar? Or Gilgamesh? Or Artoria Pendragon Archer? Or Emiya? Or Tristan? Or Anastasia and V? Or Florence Nightingale Santa? Or this different Gilgamesh who's worse, presumably? Oh no, these are by login. Hold on, let me fix something. I'll put that by level in descending order. Okay, here we go. I basically just sorted them by the best ones first, so to speak.
But why does it matter?
Because these all have like different skills and abilities and stuff. So and the C's that are on them also have effects. So you might prefer some of these over others. Like, if this wasn't a random and this was an actual like friend that was on your friends list or somebody you were following, this C that they have equipped gives them 100% starting meter, which means they can just drop their NP immediately. They don't have to like wait for their bar to charge. They can just drop their ultimate instantly. There's a very good chance that this Gilgamesh can also do the same thing, because I believe that's a 50% starting C, and they've probably got his Pen 2 set for an extra 20, plus his NP battery for 30, so he can probably go off turn 1 as well, but... Anyway. Oh hey, there's Shonagon. There's a lot of Archerias for some reason. There's also a lot of Gilgameshes. God, there's a lot of Gilgameshes. Hey, more Shonagons. Oh, these Shonagons. So many Shonagons. And then we've...
See, Zed understands how my brain works. He says also they might have fun animations you might like watching.
Yes, also just pick the one you think looks cool, or whatever.
Well then, I guess if I'm just going purely based off appearance, Ishtar looks pretty cool.
Ishtar is one of the better options, and is also, like, level 120, so she will absolutely curb stomp this entire map. To put it in perspective, your and Emiya's attacks are between 12 and 1500, and hers is about 19, almost 20,000.
Well...
Investigate the bridge! Do it!
Stop. Before we start exploring the city, Willow, isn't there something you want to say to me? No? You're not very smart, are you? Remember what happened in the command room? It's probably about when you dozed off in the command room. Yeah, I know. I'm not sorry about that. It'll come back to you if you focus. That was... you know... We made it in time. Senpai, your number is a single digit. in the front row. Please take any available seat in the front row, right behind the director.
In front of.
In front of the director. What bad luck.
Let's cut the chit-chat. It's about to start.
Not quite on time, but it looks like everybody's here. Welcome to the Special Organization Chaldea. I'm the director, Olga Marie. You've been selected or discovered from each nation for your rare talents.
So for you, newbie.
By talent, I mean your aptitude for spiritrons. People with magical circuits capable of becoming masters. I'm sure you can't imagine it, but be sure to keep this in mind. You are about to be reborn as cutting-edge mages in an unprecedented fusion of magecraft and science.
Magiscience.
That said, although all of you possess special talents, none of you are special. Understand that you're all inexperienced rookies, standing at the same starting point. In particular, the mages sent from the association still seem to be acting like students. Fix that immediately. Chaldea is my dominion. Family heritage and personal achievements have no meaning here.
Unless they're mine.
Anyway, always remember that my orders are absolute. My position is completely different from yours. I won't allow arguments. You are mere tools to protect humanity. Nothing more. What's that commotion? Didn't I just tell you that I wouldn't allow any arguments? You there, the one who came in late. Do you have a problem with what I just said? Yawn. Am I seeing this right? Maybe my eyes are playing tricks on me. Sleeping while standing? No way, right? Not in a million years. Hey, I didn't sign up for this. We're experts who were summoned here because of our skills. We came all this way on your insistence. Absolute obedience? That's ridiculous.
Yeah, she's right. You're way overstepping. Lineage is the most important asset for a mage. How can you brush it off?
Quiet! No talking. That's why I say you're still acting like students. I'm only telling you what's going on right now. If you don't like it, leave Chaldea at once. Not that there are flights to send you home. So, if you're ready to trek down a snowy mountain 6,000 meters above sea level, that would be commendable. Very good. Nobody dropped out. Seriously, don't make me waste time on such matters. I wish you'd realize how dire humanity's situation is now. Look, she's a good example. No arguments, no opinion. Good and obedient. Now then, back to the topic. Are you listening? Today is... Do you remember now? Vaguely. Remembered? You weren't really listening at all, were you? Honestly, sit yourself down. How you could come to a singularity not knowing the situation or your mission? I'm gonna have to explain it to you again. Listen up. We at Chaldea... Director, leave that for later. Enemies are incoming. Alright, good timing.
Awesome, don't have to deal with your lecture.
Hey, come back here. Listen to what I have to say. No, don't think so. I've decided I don't like you based purely off the amount of orange in your outfit, so... Expect to get no respect from me at all.
Yeah, she's not an eggplant like Mashu.
Why is she sitting on a giant crescent-shaped tarp?
It's what she does.
Okay. I mean, I guess we could just press the attack button. It's just one skeleton boy. It's a boat and a bow. No, it's... I mean, I guess I can see it now that it's zoomed out a little further, but... Definitely looks like a harp-shaped motorcycle.
She does have a Vespa in one of her other, versions.
Okay. So we have lots of cards.
We have lots of cards. You need to pick 3 of them.
Green. Then one of the blues for our male friend.
Yes.
And then the blue for the Ishtar.
いいじゃない。
That guy died. You had type advantage, so that's not surprising. Okay, so remember how I said that if the same servant keeps attacking, you don't switch targets. If you alternate between servants, they're able to switch targets if something dies.
Okay. So, I'm thinking, because I want to see new friend, well, I want to see Ishtar actually do something. So we're going to start, for no reason other than I feel like it, with Red Ishtar.
There are 2 of those.
They do the exact same thing, as far as I can tell.
Actually, that's true. Yeah, their command cards are even identical.
はいはい
Then we swap to blue friend.
Blue eggplant Kohai.
行きます
And then blue friend with 30% vision.
いいじゃんそこ動か
Bang!
放て戦闘終
Oh, I didn't even read that that's what Zed told me to do. I straight up wasn't reading.
You got 50 for Emiya.
Oh. Okay,
Congratulations, you got 50.
Is that good?
Servant bond plus 50. You've grown 50 closer to him out of this maximum of like fucking 1 million or something. I don't know. But you made 30,000 more QP.
Okay. Friend and follow. When you friend or follow another master, you can take their support servant into battle to gain an advantage. You can use the support servant's noble phantasm in battle too. Follow icon is displayed after you request to follow a master. You can only use support servants from a master you follow within main quests in the main story. The friend icon is displayed after you send a friend request to a master and they approve your request.
So you can follow people and they don't have a say. Or you can ask them to be friends and they just go, nah man, you suck.
About friend points. When another master who follows you or has added you as a friend uses your support servant, you will receive a thank you gift of friend points. And another master who follows you are added to your friend. So basically, you want your friends to be using your thing.
Yes, you want your friends, or even like, it doesn't really specify this here, but you also kind of want randos to be using your stuff, and they want to be using other people's things because they get friend points for doing that as well. So it's basically just everybody gets friend points.
So you'll receive more friend points if the master is your friend, rather than if they are not. And a summon performed with friend points. Servants, so you can summon with friend points.
Yes.
Basically.
You can't get any of the 4 or 5 star servants out of their asterisk, with the exception of 2. But
Then why would you? Why bother?
Because the lower rarity servants are often really, really good in this game. Some of them are absolutely batshit insane and do crazy, crazy stuff. So they're, unlike in many gachas where the only thing you care about are the high rank dudes, here some of the low rank guys are every bit as good, if not better, than some of their high rank counterparts.
Follow the player who supported you. If you follow a player, you can choose their servant as a support in the main story battles.
And if you're following them, you are allowed to like use their NPs and stuff, which is really good, because like this person's sitting on an MLB K-scope on Ishtar, and probably has it on a few other servants elsewhere, and it's gonna make your life a lot easier.
Phew. Good work, Mashu. And now I can pick up where I left off. No, you can't. I'm gonna ignore you. Resume. You mean there's more, Director?
Resume?
Why, certainly. Willow, don't tell me you forgot already.
I forgot.
I'm only halfway through. In fact, it's the latter half that's important. Make yourself remember. Make yourself remember. What a piece of work.
Now, don't be like that. Director's ramblings can be useful, Willow. Why were you Master Candidate summoned to Chaldea? This will explain that.
Listen up. Today of all days, we at Chaldea will achieve something that will be written in history. The science of learning, the invention of religion, the acquisition of navigation, the focus of communication, the voyage into space. You just said a lot of random nonsense.
So the things they're gonna accomplish today.
Our legacy will be on par with the pioneers of the stars. No, it will surpass them. Again, you're throwing a lot of word salad out. Rather than expanding civilization, we will be the hands of God protecting it. You have a really high opinion of yourself. Stabilizing human history, we will transform the future into a solid resolution. Yeah, either this is really poorly translated, or she is just the most full of herself.
Oh, she's completely full of herself, yes.
The principles of mankind, in other words, to ensure the continuation of humanity. That is Chaldea's, and now your, only absolute purpose. You guys are time cops, basically.
Essentially.
Chaldea has achieved many results to date. The development of Observation Cyberdaemon Laplace.
Laplace.
Nope, Laplace.
Do you remember the Time Patrol from Xenoverse?
Vaguely.
You're basically them.
Fun. The Global Environment Model, Chaldeus. Completion of the Near Future Observation Lens, Shiba. The Heroic Summoning System, Fate. And the launch of the Spiritron Calculation Engine,
Trimegistus.
Thank you. All of that is word salad. Literally, none of those words were words.
They were all real words. And they will all be defined eventually.
No, none of those words were words. With these technologies, we at Chaldea have observed humanity's progress 100 years into the future. How?
With near future observation lens Sheba, she mentioned that already.
No, that technology doesn't exist. And
They just created it.
No, and even if it did, even if, big word, it did, one small change can have massive ripple effects in the timeline. Their science cannot be that precise. I refuse. No, they're wrong.
It's not science, it's magic.
That doesn't matter. We do not predict the future, but observe it. Like many who observed celestial bodies, Chaldea has been observing the future. Whatever it sees, our job has been to ensure that humanity survives 100 years into the future. Why are you only worrying about 100 years into the future?
Because it's somebody else's job after that point. They've only been commissioned for 100 years.
Look up. That is Chaldea's proudest achievement.
My ceiling?
Yup.
Alright.
Created with advanced magical theories, the global environment model are Chaldeus. Planets have been defined as beings with souls. No, they aren't!
Yes, they have. It's magic.
We copied them into this miniature Earth.
We copied the souls of planets into this miniature Earth and then stuck it inside of a gyroscope and put it on display. We're the best.
Because of the differences in scale, we are unable to read each single human mind. Good! I don't think you want to be reading all the minds thinking about porn at once. But whatever's on the surface, the city lights that can be seen on land can be observed through Shiva. Currently, it's been set to reflect the Earth 100 years from now. Chaldeus may very well be the future of the Earth itself. As long as the lights of civilization shine within Chaldeus, we can guarantee humans will exist a century further. As long as there's light, people will live in cities and serve as proof of civilization's survival. No, all that proves is that there's a source of power somewhere and an idiot left their lights on. It doesn't prove anything. Like, lights are on in my house right now. That doesn't mean I'm home.
Yeah, but it does mean something is alive there and civilization isn't dead.
No, my domesticated animals are not humans.
They're civilization, though.
I don't think that argument holds weight. But, Lev, could you normalize Shiva's polarization angle? That is the current state. Starting 6 months ago, Chaldeus changed colors, and it's become difficult to observe the future. 'Cause that's not a fucking science!
No, it's magic. We can see the future!
I'm mad. This game's logic is making me mad. The light of civilization, our beacon till now, has become largely unobservable to us. The right response. Good to see you've got some sense. That's right. The lack of light means that civilization has become extinct. This was considered highly classified, but you have the rights to know. Our observations indicate that the light of humanity is only visible up to the year 2018. Well, that's unfortunate. In other words, we've proved that humanity will become extinct in that year. Really?
Yeah.
Let me look at my 2024 calendar for a second. Obviously, this future is not possible. It cannot happen, and physically speaking, is impossible.
See, that's why your 24 calendar exists. That future is impossible.
No, their science is just bullshit. There's neither an economic collapse nor some sudden seismic event. We can't explain how humanity would suddenly just disappear. Over the past 6 months, we've found the cause of this strange phenomenon. The disappearance of the future.
We can't see the future!
Again, if the reason is not in the present, then it must be in the past. Using our bullshit technologies that aren't technologies, we've reviewed all the data from the past 2,000 years.
Thank you, Laplace and Trismegistus.
We've tried to find something that didn't exist in history, or was on Earth until this point in time. As a result, we finally found something new. It's this. Spatial Singularity F, a city in the Japanese countryside in 2004. We discovered an unobservable zone that did not exist in the history up to the year 2017. Chaldea hypothesizes that this something that this is the cause for humanity's extinction. We've proposed the ray shift experiment to the UN and received approval.
Yeah, these guys are like, they answer to the UN.
The ray shift process transforms a human into spiritrons, sending them into the past and allowing them to alter it. Simply put, it's time travel, but not everyone can do it. Only people with exceptional magical circuits and the ability to become a master can be transformed.
And also you, some rando.
Now, I'm sure that's cleared things up. Your task is the investigation of Singularity F. You'll travel 14 years into the past, find Singularity F, and destroy it. We're now entering unknown territory. There's no telling what you might find there. But you've been selected from people all over the world. You can do this, and we have high expectations for you.
Got high hopes for your living.
The higher-ups want to know the cause of this That says immediately, not infidelity.
They want to know about the infidelity, damn it.
My brain just is not doing words today.
We don't have time for wasabi.
There's no time to waffles. We'll be performing the first ray shift experiment in an hour. I'm sure you've all had enough training.
What's that about raisins?
For the first experiment, we'll send Team A, the top 8 scorers, to Singularity F. I haven't told the later groups, but they're master candidates who've been chosen from Chaldea. Team A has been active for a month now. You can call them trained warriors. Team A will go ahead and establish a base camp at Singularity F, guaranteeing your safety. Teams B and below will monitor their situation and prepare for the next experiment. Let's register your information with the Klein coffins, the arcs that will send you to the past as spiritrons. I am just saying, calling the transportation things coffins is just asking for trouble. You don't transport the living in a coffin. There's one for each person, and there are no spares. Be very careful with them. Teams B through D will be on standby in case of trouble with Team A. What are you doing? I've told you what you have to do. You were brought here as a potential master. You're practically a soldier now. You will obey orders and be ready for a fight. Do not make me repeat myself. Or do you have more questions? Hey, you, the one who was late. You look confused. I'll give you a chance to ask one question. I like, is it safe to change the past? Does the word singularity mean nothing to you? The singularity we found doesn't exist in any of our observation records.
How'd you find it then?
Right? It's like a hole that just appeared out of nowhere. The hole itself is cut from the proper temporal axis. The 2004 singularity exists apart from the past and the future. There's no need to connect it to our present. It's more stable than regular time travel, and whatever happens, the timeline can still repair itself. Singularity F is like a tiny stain on the dress that is human history. It ruins beauty just by its presence. Your job is to extract it. That's what will return humanity to its proper, observed course of history. What is the Association thinking, sending me someone who doesn't even know the basic space-time theory? I told them this plan was a grand order. The highest possible duty in the world of magecraft. Well, it doesn't matter. What team are you with? Show me your ID. What? You're in the wrong spot. A civilian with no combat or training experience. Chaldea is much too important to be wasting valuable slots on people like you. Lev Lana, Lanner?
I'm right here, Doctor. Why the yelling? Is there a problem?
There are problems everywhere. Just get this amateur out of my sight.
Oh, so that's it. Director, she is a chosen master candidate. Sure, they lack experience, but it's inappropriate to be that rude.
Having an inexperienced amateur here is a problem. What if something happens to my Chaldeus? Let Romani handle this. At least get some basic training in.
I don't think she likes you. Alright, orders are orders. Mashu, show Willow to their room.
Alright, understood. I just need to take Senpai to their room, right?
Yes, thanks. I'm busy with the ray shift experiment and can't. Don't worry, this experiment will be over in 2 hours. I'll drop by your room then.
Silence. That's unusually kind of you, Dr. Lev. Do you know each other from somewhere?
Not at all. I was just thinking things like eternal rivals and fated encounters are very important.
Come this way. I'll show you to your room. And that's how you were removed from the command room. Remember? Yeah, got it. You little. You look quiet, but you've got some nerve, don't you? Anyway. Do you finally remember how much of a mess you made at that critical moment?
Director Marie, I think that's going a little too far.
Like hell it is. Thanks to the time I wasted on your question, I didn't even have time to change. You weren't planning to dive, though I'm not sure you needed your suit. I did. I most certainly did. I had a special mystic code made for this mission. Jeez, I didn't even get to wear it once. Well, it doesn't matter. Anyway, You understand your responsibilities and duties as a master candidate now, right? Very well. I'm ordering you to be my bodyguard. Work hard. You're trying to be someone you're not, aren't you? This is who I am. I was just in a hurry back there. Once we get back to Chaldea, you're in for it. Getting along? Let's move before more enemies show up.
Loading.
Next, here's how to strengthen servants. Select Enhancement from the main menu.
ようこそダヴィンチちゃんの強化ラボへ。今日ものんびり始めよっか。
Servant Enhancement. Use a servant you wish to enhance. Then choose the cards you wish to use as a material. Make sure you have enough QP, then click Enhance to perform the enhancement. HP and attack will increase with the servant's level. Once the servant's level cap has been reached, raise it through Ascension. About XP cards. XP cards, 1-star to 5-star, can be used for servant enhancement. XP cards of the same class as the servant you are enhancing will grant more experience points. They can mainly be acquired through quests, friend point summons, and daily quests.
Let's
Tap to
perform
select a
enhancement.
servant to enhance.
Yep. Enhance Emiya.
I was gonna pick Dude Bro anyway. Next, select the enhancement materials you want to use. For this tutorial, materials have been provided for you.
Like, this is so goddamn inefficient.
QP is necessary for servant enhancement. For this tutorial, the necessary QP has been provided for you. Finally, select Enhance to perform servant enhancement.
This is so inefficient. Got a super suck though.
That was how to perform servant enhancement. Repeat servant enhancement to continue to strengthen your servant.
そろそろクエストに戻る？
Login bonuses. You got the day 1 login bonus. You got the day 1 consecutive login bonus. You got the special accrued login bonus. Oh right, special ascension. Forgot.
So you've been authorized to perform Special Ascension. As a new master, you've been granted the authority to perform Special Servant Ascension. You may choose one servant to enhance to Final Ascension regardless of their current level, without expending any materials or QP. The Special Ascension authorization will be revoked if you do not use it within the time limit. Please be careful not to miss the deadline. Special Ascension will disappear from the enhancement menu once it is performed or if the deadline has passed.
True story. Alright, we've actually finally got some freedom here. Which means, step 1. The present box.
Receive login bonuses and other rewards sent to the present box. Tap a single present to receive it. Tap receive all available presents starting with the oldest. Tap receive non-cards to receive all presents other than Spirit Origins, XP cards, and Hero Crystals. Why would you want to do that?
Cause maybe you... So you only have limited space for things like C's, Spirit Origins, that kind of stuff. So what a lot of people, myself included, will do is basically use their present box as additional storage by just not claiming things out of it. Since
But
you
sure.
could just leave stuff there for like up to a year.
I was about to say, but surely they expire eventually.
Yeah, but I've got about 1,000 leveling embers just sitting in my present box. Because I definitely don't have space to store them, and leaving them there is good because then I can use them when I get stuff. So that's one of the reasons you might not do that.
Okay. User seat selected to receive multiple presents at once. Tap the checkbox to select the present to be received. Tap here to receive all selected presents at once. Some presents, such as exchange tickets, allow you to choose an item for exchange. If you have multiple copies of one type of exchange ticket, you can exchange them all at once.
Alright. Oh, we'll grab the ley line stones. We'll grab that. Okay, do you want this ring, this shell, or these chains?
They all appear to do the same thing.
They're all level up and enhancement, or they're all skill and enhancement materials, yes. But they're all used for different servants. I mean, you don't have any of them, so just kind of pick one, I guess.
Let's go with the shell.
Shells are annoying to get, so... There's 2,000 friend points, there's 5 summon tickets, there's a golden apple, there's another 2,000 friend points, there's 2 quartz, there's 100,000 QP, and there's 20,000 embers. Also got a thing to claim in the missions area.
アペンドスキルは解放されていますか？
A variety of missions will be
バトルで
assigned
使うものではなく、
mission requirements to receive the
常時
rewards.
発動してい
Have
る
daily
パッシブな
weekly
スキルです。
extra unlimited time to switch between mission
とても
types
便利なので
and
積極的
daily
に開いてみ
missions
てくだ
update
さい。
each day, a weekly update each week.
私のおすすめ
Extra
は
missions will be completed.
なんといってもレオ
Game
ニだそうです
progress and limited time missions are available for a limited time only. This tab will not be displayed when no limited time missions are available.
So we have a complete for raising a servant to level 10. Got us some lancer pieces.
今回も無事に帰還できましたね。
Thank you, Eggplant. Very helpful. Here's a question.
Which changes summons, summon using friend points, servants, craft essences, and cards used for enhancements available versus Saint Quartz summon using Saint Quartz servants and craft essences of rarity 3-star and higher are available to players Saint Quartz by claiming or by clearing certain quests or by purchasing.
So the 3-star servants you can get out of both the paid out of the quartz summons and out of the front point summons, but the 4 and 5 stars you can only get out of the quartz summons, and the 1 and 2 stars you can only get out of front points.
Okay.
Said you do have 5 summon tickets. Allow you to do 5 on any of these like quartz banners, of which there's a few. So there's this one, which has these 2 Vietnamese sisters over here, and also this penguin.
Yeah.
And you've got this cute little girl that rides a polar bear and shoots ice bows at people, as well as this literal Valkyrie in the background.
I like that one so far, but what are my
Then
other
you've
options?
got, oh right, we'll have to roll on that one when we get the quartz for it, because that will guarantee you a 5. I believe that one guarantees you a 5-star servant. Oh no, that's paid quartz only. That's right. Okay, we're not gonna do that then. And that's the story summon. That's a scam. Don't ever roll story summon. And that's friend points. You do get a free 10 summon on that daily, so might as well hit that. See what do. 4-star all ember. Good, good. Nice to see those. Servant. Berserker. Oh, Spartacus. Oh, have mercy. Three-star Assassin Ember. Servant. Assassin Serenity, maybe? No, GK. Prosperity. Look how prosperous that is. Such prosperity. A 1-star Saber Ember. Two-star Sea Deception.
I read that as decapitation.
That too. Servant. Master. Oh, it's Golem Bro. I only know that guy's Golem Bro. He makes golems. Avispron. That's the one. Craft essences. Items that servants can equip. Put them to enhance stats like HP and attack and add special abilities. Also, you can level them up.
サーバントアサシン名を経過という失敗した身で召喚されるというのも複雑な気分だが今度はうまく立案しよう
サーバントキャスターアビケブロ召喚に応じ参上した早速で申し訳ない工房が欲しいのだがいいかね
Cool. Oh, we've got enough friend points for 2 more 10 summons as well.
Why not?
One-star Assassin Ember, or 2-star Assassin Ember, rather. False Attendance Writings. Servant. Assassin. Oh, it's Sanson. That's the guy that was like the executioner for like Marie Antoinette. I thought that said Gohan for a second. No, that's Gloom. Oh, you said 2-star foe for Lancers. Servant Berserker. Ah, it's Asterius.
That's not Astarion.
Servant Caster. Oh, it's Mozart.
They made him very flamboyant.
He's in front of a stained glass window. Servant Assassin. Oh, if it isn't Charlotte Corday. Thanks, Ed. I'm gonna take care of doing follow stuff in a sec. Once we get done with summons. Reminds me, I need to get out of this mission I'm in so I can grab mine.
朝シン
Well, I guess I could look it up in Discord.
シャルル・アンリ・
too,
サン
but-
ソン召喚に応じ参上しました。
僕はアマデウス、ボルフガング・アマデウス・モーツァルト。戦闘はともかく君の人生を飾ることだけは約束しよう。
He promises to decorate our life. Do you not want your life decorated?
召喚に応じ参上しました。アサシンシャルロット・コルデーです。一生懸命頑張りますけど失敗したらごめんなさいね。
Charlotte is the girl Sansa actually historically executed IRL. It was Sansa's son who executed Marie Antoinette.
Ah, damn it. French history is not my strong suit. I knew it was a Sansa, you know, Antoinette. No, if it doesn't lose Halo. You know, Lu, the sun god from Celtic mythology. Decapitation!
All I read every time that card pops up.
The clock tower. Servant. Rider. Oh. Roberts. Yeah, Bartholomew Roberts. Black Bart. Agent Fire. Propensity. Three-star assassin ember. I feel like we've been getting an inordinate amount of three-star assassin embers. Golden something lineage, Troyes, I think. Three-star archer ember. Propensity! Again. Very good at getting propensities.
なかなか幸運だね、君は。バーソロミュー・ロバーツ、召喚の求めに応じ参上した。それでは規則正しく海賊業に勤しむとしよう。
Alright, very good. Back out of that menu. Couple more gifts to go claim out of the missions for doing stuff.
私の調べによるとネモ船長は甘いものがとてもお好きなのだとか。優れたマスターには幸運がついて回ると言います。今回も無事に帰還できましたね。今回も無事に帰還できましたね。
How many accomplishments? You've got the chat readily available, don't you?
Yes.
What did Zed say the code was?
786
6
713
3
535.
Go. Search. And A bio has appeared.
Hi, Bio.
Go ahead and kick out this other guy. Actually, what we should probably do is check our button. Oh, right, they increased the follow limit. I forgot. I thought it was still at 3. No, it's at 5 now. I don't need to follow people because it's not relevant for me anymore, but... So we'll go
So why follow, not friend?
So, in the early portion of the game, when you're working your way through part 1 and are primarily focusing on story, follow is better because it gets you and them more rewards. Once you get out of part 1, you can't use follow anymore, and if you're doing events, you can't use follow. So friend is better in the long term, but follow is sort of better in the early game.
That seems silly.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird system, but it was introduced because basically nobody was friending new players because their accounts weren't established, and so it wasn't a benefit to long-term players to friend new players because they weren't helpful for them in terms of having stuff that they needed in order to progress, and you only have a limited number of actual friend slots, right? So new players just weren't getting people. They weren't able to friend anybody because the established players all had their friends lists full. So follow was a way for new players to be able to get servants to be able to do stuff without needing to worry about that friend issue rearing its ugly head. And scroll. Okay, clicky. Where's mine? No, not that. Not that. I know. Stop telling me about pop-ups. I know. It's fine. Played this game for 7 years. You don't need to tell me that weeklies are up. I know that. 6, 3, 8, 1, 4, 4, 9, 6. Oh, I can't type. 6, 8, 3, 1, 4, 4, 9, 9, 6. That's better. Okay. Have you seen any other ones? Just been
No.
those. Okay, cool. We won't worry about it then. Add another, we would add another, but it's all Gucci.
I suspected. Most people don't use their actual names in this sort of stuff.
Unless, except for Gil. Because Gil's a lunatic. But also doesn't play anymore. So
アペンドスキルは解放されていますか？バトルで使うものではなく、
Oh, right! There was
常時
also
発動
limited
してい
time
るパッ
events.
シブなス
Like,
キル
in
で
the
す。
limited time tab, there was stuff for adding new
とても
followers
便利な
because
の
they
で
just added
積
those
極
new
的に
follower
開いてみてくだ
slots.
さい。慣れた頃ほど
So that's some
油
more
断しやすい
course,
も
which
の
is good.
受け取り忘れにはご注意。小さな
Although
こ
I
とから
suppose I
コ
should
ツコツ
say,
と
like, I do use my
ですね。
actual name on my, like, Switch account, but that is purely because I have real-world friends that would not accept a friend request from a Willow. But
I mean, you know how it is.
I do.
So, where do you want to go here? Story mission is here. These are free quests, which allow you to get, like, stuff, but don't have, story attached to it.
Yeah, I mean, we might as well get stuff, because here's my logic and my rationale. Ignoring the commander would really piss him off.
You do have good reason to continue the story in that case, but I'll just say. So, A, B, or ABC. C is story, but AB.
A.
XA. Ah, sabers. So you're finally gonna actually be able to set up a team that's fucking reasonable. I don't think it's elected to give you... Oh, right, because those are story missions only, aren't they? Right, you're not gonna get any of your followers on free quests. I forgot about that. Or any of your followers for free quests.
Well, then I suppose we might as well go do story.
I keep thinking it's just part 1 in general, but it's not. It's story missions in part 1. That's better. Now we're seeing stuff. We're out of follow stuff into other people here. You're gonna see a lot of the same servants because they're just very good. So like, you're gonna see a lot of Muramasa here, who's basically just Emiya, the same archer that you got before, but at a different point in time and also technically a different servant, but it's the same body. So like, myself, Bio, and this other guy that you found before all have him up. This other guy and I both have Okita up. There's Artoria, who you had from the temporary thing. Musashi. There's another Muramasa. There's another Musashi. There's another Muramasa and another Muramasa. Except there's a lot of Muramasa. Another Muramasa. Another Okita. So this is all Lancers. So you do want a Saber. Your weapon triangle, Sabers beat Lances. Lances beat Archers. Archers beat Sabers. Riders beat Casters. Casters beat Assassins. Assassins beat Riders. Berserkers beat everybody. Everybody beats Berserkers.
I have a headache.
Shielders don't do anything particular against anyone. Alter Egos are effective against all of the cavalries. Pretenders are effective against all of the knights. Foreigners are effective against berserkers. Then you've got rulers, which resist everything except berserkers, and are super effective against moon cancers, which are super effective against avengers, which are super effective against rulers.
And you play this for fun?
Oh yeah, 7 years in, baby. Anyway, pick a person.
This is a headache inducing.
It's all very simple. See, you
just spent like 30
Look, just
minutes
understand this class chart. It's very easy.
Nothing is easy about that.
It's like Pokemon, exactly. It's like Pokemon, but with less types.
No, Pokemon I've had to understand since my childhood. This is a ridiculous amount of information to hit me within 30 seconds.
It's very simple. We're fighting Lancers. Just bring Sabers, which are what we're already showing. Just pick one.
I don't know. Give me something in Bios.
Okay, as far as Sabers go, Bio has a few up. So Bio has Artoria here. You also have Muramasa here. And you have Barghest here.
Oh, but I want the pink-haired people.
Well, Bio doesn't have them. The Sakura Sabers are gonna be... Like, if by the pink-haired people you mean, like, these Okitas,
No.
Oh, Musashi?
No, on the cards I was seeing, I don't think they were actually what statistically I wanted, but there were some interesting pink-haired looking people on the thing that you were showing.
Oh, and Bio's thing?
Uh-huh.
Which one?
So I like the one that's in the middle, but I also like a couple of the ones on the other pages.
So that's a guy.
Notice I said pink-haired people. I like the one in the middle again.
That's Elizabeth Bathory. She's famous for, like, killing virgins and drinking their blood and bathing in it.
Yeah, I know the name.
She's a great person.
And then I like the pink-haired one right of center.
You mean Elizabeth Bathory again?
Uh-huh.
That's still Elizabeth. I mean, pick a thing. These are all so over-leveled, it'll work fine anyways.
I definitely like the dark pink-haired right of center on this one.
Caster Liz in her pumpkin costume.
Let's see, bio says, it generally doesn't help that a lot of class advantage / disadvantage system is genuinely built around in-jokes. You can basically just use anything that is an archer since this is so low level.
Even an archer from, like, any established player will also just crap on this map, no problem.
Okay. You can set the servants and craft essences you take into battle, up to 10 party setup. Can be registered, swipe left or right to switch between parties. Tap select to choose a servant, tap here to choose a craft essence to equip. This is so much information!
You're just picking your party and giving them equipment. You confirm or edit the servant's succeeds, you take it to battle, swipe left or right to switch between parties. This section up at the top here tells you what enemy types are going to be in the next battle, so you know what to bring in order to beat them. Basically. It's all very sensible. Also, Stargazer's teapots. I don't think you have any of these at the moment. They are items that you can use to double the amount of bond points that all servants in your party, including sub-members, earn when you clear a quest. They can only be used for a limited time. Any Stargazer's teapot unused at the end of the usage period will disappear. You can use them from the thingy. I don't think you have it. You don't. Did you pull any other archers that weren't... Oh, yeah, you got Robin Hood, right?
I think.
Archers. Yep, you got Robin Hood. Probably bring Robin Hood. And I mean, you've still got party space,
But
so...
I thought you said I didn't want to bring archers.
No, you want... Oh, right, sorry. That's a good point. Did you get any... Oh, you got Fergus, right? Where's Fergus? I'm blind. There he is. Probably bring Fergus. Is there anybody else in here that looks particularly of interest that you want to bring along?
I mean, black-haired dude under Fergus next to guy in golden mask looks cool.
Ah, Bartholomew Roberts. Yes. You know what? We'll get Fergus up front here. He's a saber. Although Bio's Liz can just crap on a wave instantaneously. I'm pretty sure I saw her append 2 at 10.
By the way, the type of being we call servants, you know what they are, don't you? Nope, no clue.
Yeah. It's very simple. Select person, select cost item for person, don't go over cost limit.
What cost limit?
The one that I was talking about in the bottom right.
I have no idea. Just as I thought. Can't be helped. I'll tell you as we move. Think of a servant as the highest ranked familiar in the magical world. Various historical heroes, noble acts, concepts. They're all summoned as spiritual bodies. Whether or not a hero truly existed, he or she is still information that was produced on Earth, right? Summon a heroic spirit to convert the information stored on this planet into something for the good of mankind. That doesn't feel like a complete sentence.
But Zed, Castle's does have a battery. It's her third skill. Is it 30% battery?
People today have the right to use legacies of the past, and with that right, the duty to leave behind a future. Do you see? No! You speak in nonsense riddles! Just use English in a way that makes sense! I don't know what's giving me more of an actual headache. The rules of the game or my dislike of her. Do you see? What you made your contract with is greater than a human, and yet is a tool to serve humans.
They have a maximum capacity to... or how much a given team can cost to deploy. Every rarity has a different cost associated.
That's why they're called servants. Even if they're gods, they exist only to serve their masters. Director, your line of thinking may be extreme. My cells are not agreeing with what you just said.
I know, they talk to me.
Meaning the servant you fused with must be an Earth-type heroic spirit. Servants are heroes of the past who paid something. Those who enter into a contract with them are masters. There are 7 classes of servants, which vary depending on a servant's legends and abilities.
And abilities. There's 7 classes of servants. You've got Saber, Archer, Lancer, Caster, Assassin, Rider, Berserker, Ruler, Avenger, Alter Ego, Moon Cancer. Yeah, there's actually like 15 classes of servants. Don't worry about Olga Marie, she's drunk.
Pyre says, don't even begin to worry about that Earth type bit. It genuinely doesn't actually matter in any capacity outside of some bonus damage effects.
That's true. There are like Earth servants and Star servants and Heaven servants, and but that literally never makes a difference, ever.
It's incredibly difficult to copy a heroic spirit entirely. Human mages do not have enough resources or memory to achieve such feats. And that's why only one aspect of heroic spirit is fixed in our world, resulting in the 7 classes.
Or like 15, actually, but whatever.
Saber, Lancer, Archer, Rider, Caster, Berserker, and Assassin.
And also Shielder, which is what Mashu is, but we're not going to talk about that.
Every heroic spirit will manifest as one of these classes.
Unless you're Mashu and are a Shielder.
That's the true nature of servants. It's also a way to hide their true names as well. They hide their names because they are famous. Take Achilles from Greek mythology.
He's a rider, by the way.
Achilles is an invincible heroic spirit, but his weakness is extremely famous.
Oh, he's very invincible, I promise you. I've watched mine die several times over. Just for reference.
Let's see. Bio says
that's Achilles.
No.
It is, though.
I refuse. Emiya tries to teach you about the different attributes in his personal quest, but even the game doesn't pay that much mind to it because it also knows it doesn't matter for you to know. When a heroic spirit returns, their weaknesses return with them. That's why servants hide their names behind their class names. If you don't know their identity, it's harder to figure out their past weaknesses, right? That's not all. There's another reason for hiding one's true name. A servant has a secret weapon worthy of their legend, a crystallization of that heroic spirit's miracle and existence. Director, sorry to interrupt you while you're having fun, but we've detected hostiles. Entering combat.
Achilles is a carrot, yes.
What? Take them out right now. I'll be hiding over here. Screw you.
She's in charge. She has to hide.
Leaders lead from the front.
That's not true. That's blatantly untrue.
It should be true. And the best leaders historically have led from the front.
Alright, so.
Welcome back to Willow presses cards at random and gives basically no thought to it. Blue arts for the friend I stole from Bio, because I want to see her do shit.
期待に応えるわ。
Then the 2 busters for my male friend, new guy McDude face.
His name is Fergus McCroy.
I got the Mick part right.
He also has a drill sword, because he's cool like that. His drill is the drill that will pierce the heavens. Alright, you said you wanted to watch Bio's Liz do stuff, right?
Yes.
真っ赤なゼリーを分けてあげる。あら、夜はまだこ
They're
れ
all
頃
on
でしょ。
fire now.
Why are all of her
真っ
things
赤なゼ
pumpkin?
リーを分けてあげる。
Because she was a Halloween welfare servant back in the first year of the game.
Ah, okay.
Ain't no kill like motherfucking overkill. And now everything evaporates.
はーい、とっておきのスペシャルコラボよ。ウサギみたいに飛び跳ねてね。バートリハロウィン LJ メト。
And they've died.
ごちそうさま。次の夜までおやすみなさい。
Nobody tell her about Carmilla.
Carmilla, question mark?
Yeah, the other Liz. Oh, you leveled up. You can have more friends now. That's how leveling up works. You gain the ability to have more friends. You know, as you do. He was also the second Halloween servant, and the third, fourth Halloween servant, and the 6th Halloween servant, and the 7th Halloween servant.
So what happened in the 5th year?
The 5th year, the 5th
Was that
year,
COVID? Were they just not trying?
The 5th year, Liz didn't get to be part of the event, so a drunken Oni magical girl happened instead. Yeah, year 5, instead of Cass Liz, we got Cass Shuten, who is a drunken Oni Molly magical girl. Hold on, where the hell is she? Cass Shuten.
Okay.
Look, I have like almost every servant in this game. Not quite all of them, but most of them. So anyway, we got some stuff. I'm wondering if we're going to
アペンドスキルは解放されていますか？
extra stuff?
バトルで使うものではなく、常時発動しているパッシブなスキルです。今回も無事に帰還できましたね。戦いは厳しくなる一方ですので、気を引き締めて私マシキレイライトを指導していただければ。優れたマスターには幸運がついて回ると言います。いえ、小さなことからコツコツとですね。一歩一歩着実に前進。
The reason I specifically said the fourth is the third Halloween actually had 2 free servants, which were both Urzabet, but as Mecha Godzilla. Is that a true story? Also, the character named Elizabeth Bathory is specifically the Elizabeth Bathory before she became a serial killer. Carmilla is the famous vampire based on Elizabeth Bathory.
Yep.
Yes, true story. So, you said you quite like the look of Setonai and...
Yep. She's
this
super cute.
over here, right?
Yep.
Now, we're getting towards the end of our time here. So, we should probably try to summon something that... Because the chances of us getting back to this over the next few months are pretty low. And the special ascension only lasts for like 90 days.
Mm-hmm.
So we should probably use it. If we can get a 5-star servant to use it on, that would be great. If not, we'll just kind of pick one of the 4 stars, probably. I mean, our chances of actually pulling Season I are kind of terrible, but like 1%.
Well, you know, I know how gacha games work. I'm not expecting anything.
Soul Eater! Wait, is the free 5-star servant thing still a thing? Oh yeah, we'll have to check the shop. Well, you should have gotten that ticket through the box though. I think you only get that. You might get that after like a week of logins or something. I don't remember. Servant. Assassin. Is that Serenity? No, that's Jinkei again. Or Jinkei is technically more better. Magnus Institute. They're the ones that helped out with Trismegistus.
Art's pretty.
That is a CE. The Illusory Confessional. I don't know if I've seen that one before. But, oh, no, I did. I just got this for the first time the other day. Plus 15% special defense male and increase MP gain by 25% when equipped for yourself. It's like the newer version of the Holy Shroud of Magdala. Out of tickets. The last ticket? It was not the last ticket, there's one more ticket. It's Karen Hortensia, who's also a servant because of reasons. Ah! If it isn't Toda. Bryce Bro!
To Archer 召喚に応じた。さて、まずは何はともあれ腹ごしらえだ。
The guy carries literally unlimited rice. Yes, he actually carries infinite rice on him. That's his thing. He's the infinite rice carrier. Let's see if that servant thing is still a thing. I think it would be under the shop.
いらっしゃい。ささ、ずずいっと奥まで。
Welcome to Da Vinci's workshop, where you can exchange event items, burn stuff, exchange mana prisms, exchange pure prisms, exchange rare prisms, make dresses, expand your servant archive and your second archive, and you exchange quartz fragments, buy quartz with real money, exchange tiers, sell special ascension materials, and do special summons. We won't be doing any of that, but it's here.
交換交換と さて何をご所望かな。
Yeah, I'm not seeing the free 5-star thing in
まだ見
here.
ていくかい。結構私も張り合いがあるっても
So
のさ。
I think that might have ended. I thought it was supposed to be perpetual, but I don't see it. So that's not going to work. Just scroll through here real quick to see if I can spot it in here. So even though you... So I don't mind the fact that...
It says it literally doesn't go away.
Yeah, I know. It's not supposed to, but I don't see it, is the thing. Like, it's not here.
マナプリズムと交換する？いいとも。で、
It's not a part of special summons?
No. Might be locked behind story progression. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, past the tutorial. Yeah, probably. Yeah, don't mind the fact that Leonardo da Vinci is just the Mona Lisa, by the way.
Yeah, I was mildly curious about that.
They showed up looking like that and said, hey, I'm actually down with this, and she's just been like that ever since. Although the story will make it clear when we meet Da Vinci that Da Vinci is very much still male, but then they eventually stop caring about that later and just refer to Da Vinci as female forever. It's really funny.
Somebody else in chat who just showed up for the first time.
It's after completing Fuyuki, yeah. So we're not going to get there today, even slightly. Let's have a look at Special Ascension here.
ようこそ。
Yeah,
ダヴィン
I
チ
know.
ちゃんの今日から覚え。
Do
今
all
日も
these
のんびり
things to,
始めよっか。
like, upgrade your servants. There's like a million things to do. What the hell is Special Ascension? 89, yeah, 90 days. So that basically just lets you skip. Basically just lets you skip all of the like ascension steps and gives you like a super over-the-top unit like immediately. Which is really good if you can get your free 5-star and immediately use it on that. Or if you can summon a 5-star and use it on that, which we failed on tickets. We've got like 3 more pulls worth of single courts left, but you know, chances aren't great.
I mean, we might as well try it for the sake of the stream.
No. Nope, not on the Trunks though. We don't see tonight's banner. Yeah. Okay, William Tell. William Tell.
Yonda ka ne? わしの名前はウィリアム・テルだ。森の獣を撃ってほしいという顔ではなさそうだな。やれやれ。
Yada yada does it. It's sad because Season I is on the free 5-star list. Yeah, well, turns out there's a lot more talking in Fuyuki than I remember. I thought we'd be through Fuyuki easy by the end of the stream, but no, there's way more talking in Fuyuki than I remember. It's been 7 years since I did the story for Fuyuki, mind you, but... Ah, it's best friend Mandricardo. guy's a total bro. No self-confidence though. Literally none.
サーバント召喚人王子参上したっす。じゃねえよ、しました。ライダーマンドリカルド。まあ適当によろしくっす。
Fergus again. Shirtless drill sword man returns. Got self-esteem issues. All of them. Yeah. Well, bust on that. Like I said, it's very unlikely that we get back to this in the next 30 days. So, it's better to use the special ascension than to not use it, I suppose. It's kind of a waste.
Well,
but...
yeah, but here's the thing. If I do end up picking up the game, I'll probably just start from scratch on my phone to have all the options and be able to get through things at my own pace anyway. So I don't think it necessarily matters in, like, the grand scheme of things.
Okay. So here's something. That is totally possible. We can issue, like, we wouldn't want to do this on stream, mind you, but we could issue a transfer number. And what happens when you do that is you set a password, it gives you a number, and then if you ever, like, load the game on a new device, you can enter that information, it'll pull your account over.
I can see the viability in that, but at the same time, it doesn't necessarily seem like I've been overly lucky in the stuff I've pulled.
You have not been overly lucky in the stuff that you pulled, no. That tutorial summon where we got Emiya, it's possible to land a 5-star on that, and a lot of people will just kind of reset their account until they do. I never did. I pulled Martha on that and just ran with it, but there is a very serious logic behind, like, restarting repeatedly until you pull a 5-star on that, because it gives you such a head start on everything. And then you get a free 5-star after you finish Fuyuki anyway, from a list that includes Artoria, Sitanai, basically everybody that's in the story summon for the most. Actually, I can pretty much show you who's on it, because I think it's mostly the people that are in the special summon. So not the Trunk Sisters, because they're temporary, but it'll be like Artoria, Altura, Mordred, possibly the Dioscuri now, they may or may not be there, Orion, Arjuna, Napoleon, Karna, Enkidu, possibly Brady, possibly Vritra, Drake for sure, maybe Ozzy, Achilles, Europa, maybe Odysseus, maybe Nemo, maybe Taigung Wang, definitely Zhuge Liang, possibly Tamamo, probably Sanzo, possibly Scheherazade.
Ooh, Anastasia.
Yep, Anastasia is here, yep. She might be available in that summon, I don't know for sure. Jack would definitely be there, Osakabe, probably, Vlad, probably, Nightingale, definitely, Xiang Yu, maybe, Galatea, maybe, Joan, good old Joan of Arc over here, Sitanai is in there, Ganesha might be in there, so it's probably most of those guys.
My favorite overall design I've seen in this list was Anastasia.
Anastasia, so what you're seeing there is like her base design. Let me pull her up real quick here, because naturally I have her. She's permanent, so she just kind of showed up one day. I didn't like explicitly roll for her, she just kind of appeared. Oh, don't sit on the mouse. So that's kind of her base art when she first comes in.
Pretty.
Then you've got her second one, which is
I like it better.
white dress. And her third one.
Don't love the creepy shadows.
Oh, that's just V. Don't worry about V. And then her final Ascension art.
Still don't love the creepy shadows.
Battle sprite, battle sprite, battle sprite. She's not bad. She can do some looping bullshit if you have the right like setup for her. She's certainly like far from being like the best caster in the game or anything, but her and Scheherazade are like roughly equivalent. Probably the best. Like
Europa also looks interesting.
Europa is an AoE rider that is kind of okay. Like in terms of actually being like from a raw game, and I fully endorse like picking a character you like rather than somebody that's like good. But from like a pure gameplay standpoint, like Artoria is one of the best options here. Karna is also very, very good. Drake is fantastic. Zhuge Liang is a very solid support in the early game, although he's wildly outclassed these days. He's still good. It's not like he became bad. He's just not the god tier unit he used to be.
Joan of Arc's also cool.
I have a complicated relationship with Joan. Joan was the first 5-star I pulled. She was also the first 5-star that I maxed out because she just kept showing up. She's also responsible for most of my duplicate 5-stars over time that I couldn't actually use. And she's kind of not that great is the problem. She's ruler servant, so she resists almost everything. So she's very difficult to kill. But she also doesn't actually do damage with her ult. Instead, it makes everybody immortal for a turn, gives them a couple turns of kind of weak healing, and increases their defense. And that's kind of it. So she's not great. She has her uses, but she's not exactly good. Is the problem with Joan. Like, I like her. I have a complicated relationship with her, but I like her, but she's not good, really. She's purely defense support, yeah. Gameplay-wise, Joan is the best of the roster, at least for the early game. I mean, you're not wrong. Like, for the very early game, Joan carries super, super hard, because, like, nothing can kill her. But she falls off wicked hard as well. Like, she's probably one of the worst characters on here in the long term. Is the really unfortunate part about her. So, you know. But yeah, that's sort of the introduction to Grand Order.
I'm honestly not exaggerating when I say the game gives me a headache.
It looks more complicated than it is.
君に幸運が
Basically, just like Fire Emblem, you have two main triangles you need to worry about, and all of the extra classes don't show up that much.
Right, but I mean, the other thing is, if I were going to invest time and energy into another phone game that requires knowing triangles and summoning for cards to be able to use things in a like phone game combat setup, I'm playing Heavy Heroes.
Why?
Because I know those characters. games. Like, I know a lot of the historical figures that they're referencing, but I don't like the gender swap on many of them. And I think it's unnecessary. And it doesn't require me learning new systems. I can see the appeal, but it just seems like a lot to learn. And a kind of crazy time sink as far as phone games go. I literally see you play it at every meal.
Yeah, and that's about the extent of my playtime for it. I sign in and run like 5 or 6 quests a day. That's pretty much it. Unless it's like a lotto event where I have to farm constantly. But those are pretty rare. We get like 1 or 2 of those a year. Outside of that, like I'm at the level cap now, so I have like 141 maximum AP, maybe 142 now. I don't remember. I burned through that in like 3 quests normally, and that like fills up roughly twice per day.
I mean, the other thing with games like this too, and it's somewhat the case with FE Heroes too, but you know, the concept of starting a game super late into its inception, especially in a mobile game which, you know, encourages whaling, is that, you know, you hit the point where you either have to dedicate a ridiculous amount of time to getting caught up, or you have to live with the fact that you're gonna be behind forever. And that doesn't really appeal.
I don't know. Ask Elle. She's caught up.
I also know she sunk a bunch of time to get caught up. And that
as far as cost goes, hey Baya, how much have you put into the game over 7 years? Like literally 0?
but also by comparison to me, there's a lot more downtime in you know, your Sergeant L's work days as opposed to mine.
Oh, I barely have any downtime anymore. Downtime's a thing of the past. I used to have a bunch of it, but like not anymore. For what it's worth, Inu's correct in saying that the combat rules look more complicated than they actually are. Yeah, they're not terribly bad. It's just when you hear it all like in a row like that, it's like, what? Hold on. This class does what? And you never see most of them. So like, Pretender, for instance, there's like, I think in Japan, there's like 3 Pretenders right now. Total. Maybe 4. They just released a new one. And we have 2. Do we even have the second one yet? Yeah, Hephaestion came out. So we have 2. And so you don't really need to worry about what they do, because you basically never see them, and you almost never fight them. Ditto, like, alter egos, and like most quests, it's gonna be like, fight the 7 main classes. And then, you know, if you see a berserker, it doesn't matter what you run against it. And for everything else, you just reference the triangles. You just remember that it's backwards Fire Emblem, because swords beat lances, instead of the other way around. It was much simpler back in the days when the rules were there were 7 classes. Back in Stay Night. There are exactly 7 classes, and every saber is Artoria. But those were the rules at the time. And then they changed them a lot. Many times over.
Alright, well, either way, we are massively over time.
Yeah, a little bit. Got to talking, as you do. Next week, probably back with more Fire Emblem. We do have to, like, I don't know, clear part 1 and go meet Alincia and friends and see what they're up to. I think Har's sleeping.
Probably.
And then we'll run into Leanne pretty shortly too, so that's cool. But anyway, that's a down the line sort of deal. So, hasta then.
Catch you next time.